Ooh. Hi, I'm Alan. When my father was in the hospital with cancer, he had many friends and family members offer to help. It was amazing. Every day, people would say, "What can I do? What can I do? How can I help? What can I do?" It was very nice, but it drove him crazy. He wasn't feeling well, and he was busy taking care of himself. He didn't have the time or the energy to organize other people's efforts. But, even when you're a kid, you want to help out when someone you love is sick. Well, the first thing is to be more responsible for yourself. Do the things that you're supposed to be doing anyway. Clean your room. You can do your homework. You can clean up your dishes, and you can brush your teeth. The person you love who's fighting cancer might not have the time to remind you about all of that. And you might have someone different watching you, such as an aunt or an uncle or a neighbor or a friend. It's important to cooperate with them. And if you feel lonely or sad, you can let them know, because they're there to help you. You also have to understand that you may be getting less attention. That's not great, but your family will be very proud of you if you're cooperative. Craft projects are also a great idea. You can always draw a picture for someone, or you can make a get well card. If you play a musical instrument, you could learn a new song for them. Or better yet, you could write one. You could also write a poem or a story. Another thing, people being treated for cancer have to take a lot of very dangerous medication. If you see any medicine lying around, absolutely don't touch it. And if you think that it's somewhere another child or pet might get at it, kindly ask a parent or other responsible adult to put it out of reach. Frequently, people with cancer lose their hair. This might make them very sad. One nice thing you can do is get them a scarf or a hat. If you know how to knit or crochet, you can make a hat. If you don't, you might have a great time making paper hats. Another thing, something you could do is make something to eat. This sounds strange, but when my father had cancer, he actually wasn't allowed fresh fruits or vegetables, but he was allowed to eat cookies. Sometimes it's helpful to be very quiet because people getting cancer treatment need a lot of sleep. On the other hand, sometimes they enjoy the company and conversation. It's great to hug someone with cancer, and you can't get cancer from hugging someone, but you do have to get their permission first, because sometimes they'll have very sensitive areas because of a medical procedure. Or, sadly, sometimes people with cancer have to limit close contact with people so that they don't get sicker. But if that happens, you can still call them on the phone. It's best to think of something to talk about first, probably something really important to you. Tell them about what you're learning in school, or some funny thing your cat did. You can take pictures when you walk your dog and show those to them. Positive thoughts and prayers are always welcome, and everyone loves to hear good news. Sometimes you can help by doing things they can't. When my father had cancer, he couldn't read or write, but I could do it for him. He also had a hard time bending down, and he lost his balance, so I was able to climb a step stool, run up the stairs, or look in low cabinets for him. And as he got better, he needed exercise. So we'd go on long walks together. Another thing kids can do is grow hair. It's true. There are several places that will take your long hair and make wigs for people who have cancer. Kids are also welcome at some fundraising events, and that's a great way to help wipe out cancer forever. And sometimes the best way to fight the sadness is with a sense of humor. Okay, I know, cancer isn't funny, but life is. Laughter is the best medicine. If you try, you can always find a way to laugh. In fact, I have a joke for you. You ready? Knock knock. Cancer. Can certainly beat this thing if you're determined. Do you like my mustache? Heavy mustache.